We're good? That was a pretty lame signal.
Yeah, we don't see anything.
We can't see anything. Hey, everybody, we're back for Cutting Stems.
Let's go.
Hello, everyone.
Hello. The whole gang is here.
Gang's all here.
Rhea, Trent, Kelly in the
They
studio.
didn't realize the TV wasn't on.
Oh, yeah. No.
Okay.
I was waiting for a signal, and Noah just kind of went like this.
Yeah.
Go ahead and do
ahead.
it.
It was
Do
more of
it.
a-
Get it going. Get it started.
Yeah. TV was not on.
Talk
so.
your little talk.
Yeah.
That's what Noah
This is
says
my
back
first
there.
time in the new studio. It's very nice of you.
Yeah.
Oh my God, I haven't even realized
Yeah,
that.
I haven't been in here in a while, so it's
Wow.
been nice.
Yeah, you have not even
True.
stepped into here to look at it.
You've been circling.
I
the
just
globe.
haven't been in the office.
You also didn't even say anything when you walked in.
What do you mean?
You
You
didn't
were
say,
like, wow, look at this place.
yeah.
Well, I had a
you didn't say
couple
that.
things on my mind that I had to congratulate you two, and then
Yeah.
I forgot to say this is a great looking studio. It's just too much. I can't think about two things.
Yeah,
at
he's like,
once.
sorry, you guys just have so many amazing things happening.
Yeah,
I
your
just
guys'
can't.
lives are incredible.
Thank you on all.
Congratulations on all your success.
It's honestly making people sick. We've just been
No, I
sitting
love
here
it.
on our thrones, and just people have just been walking in, and
Yeah,
we've been like, "Kiss,
you're
thank
like, oh,
you."
here it is.
All right, send the next one in.
Thanks.
Literally kiss the ring.
And then they go, "Wow, this studio."
Yeah.
The studio is very nice. It's much larger than your last one.
Oh,
Much.
God, yeah. So much more comfortable.
Much larger, much more comfortable. I can't decide if I want to acknowledge Trent's look or not
new
acknowledge
style?
Trent's
What are
look.
you talking about?
I'm wearing
Trent's
I'm
been
wearing a black shirt and
inspired.
khakis like always.
Trent's
Yeah.
been inspired by our show.
Yeah, you trying
Yeah.
something new?
I'm trying something new. I've also come on to I feel like maybe defend Braden. Because I am on his side on a lot of things, and I know people probably aren't going to want to hear that, but I agree with him in a lot of it. But we can get into it.
I just acted shocked, as if I have any idea what's going on.
You're like, you're on
Get rid-
Braden's side.
Oh no!
Oh no, no,
Oh no!
Not the
Oh
earring.
my
Here.
God, Kelly, fix it.
I
It
just
almost
got him
became a nipple
done.
ring.
Oh, I know. It clicks. Yeah.
It's all right.
Trent's baby's first clip-on earring.
Yeah.
Everybody knows.
I'm
Yeah,
gonna get
hurts.
this out of the way. I've been watching
Yeah.
the show.
You're not
and
retaining.
just like not retaining
Yeah.
it.
Yeah,
Like
I get
my
that.
eyes are on it
Mhm.
and I'm watching it, but it's not like as we talk about it, I start to remember what I'm seeing.
Yeah.
But
I actually will. I can admit that I've been having the same issue.
Yeah.
Normally, you guys know, like episode 1, I have everybody's names. I remember everything. A lot of these guys are not sticking for me. I'm forgetting a lot of their
I think
names.
that's
I
part
feel the
of it.
same. I can't remember anybody's name.
Yeah.
I keep having I don't usually need to write down notes in my notes, and I have
To
had
remember.
to remember names
Yeah.
and what
Yeah.
happened, because I can be like, oh, that guy and that guy, but there are too many guys at this point to just keep being like, you know, that guy who did this. Like,
Yep.
you need to remember something. But
Totally.
it's hard.
I'm blaming it on the fact that it's on a little bit later.
I think you're right.
So true.
My
Our
brain
brains
is- my
are
brain
getting
is off.
A
side
little
tie.
bit more tired.
My brain turns off at 9 o'clock.
Yeah.
We used to have at least 1 hour of time.
Yeah. I'd retain the first half,
Yeah,
and then like
exactly.
it kind of went out the window.
Exactly. We could fill in the blanks.
That's super fair. Well, let's jump right into it. We did not discuss the second week, but really, like, felt like a pretty standard episode, but it was setting the stage for this Braden drama that has continued through this
Yes.
episode. So it was very shocking for the group when Braden got the first date.
Yeah.
The helicopter ride.
Yes.
For the third episode.
For the third episode.
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
Yes.
yeah.
Yeah, we're going right into the
Oh
third
yeah.
episode.
All right. I was trying to see if I had anything cute.
Yeah,
on there,
no,
but nothing.
life goes on. We can't live in
Except
the
for
past.
Adrian snitching.
My
Yeah, no,
whole
nothing.
Second episode, who?
Second
I've
episode.
got-
Yeah.
I've
Didn't even
got one
happen.
note from the second episode, and it's that I think they used my idea where we had talked about the athletic events. We need them to have a history
Yeah.
and for them to like be noteworthy. And they went back through every dodgeball. They're like dodgeball 1, dodgeball 2.
Yep.
I think it's a good idea, and
Yeah.
they should keep doing it. But that was the only thing I remember from
I
episode
agree.
2.
What did
There
we
you
think we thought of the Speedos? That was also what all I had was Speedos during dodgeball.
Every time they make
Always.
you just gotta make these guys
Always.
do something.
Sex sells.
Mm-hmm.
Take
They
it
want
does.
them to get. They want them to get
Taking their
naked.
clothes off as
It
always.
sure does. Yep. Good, good hot guys.
The thing is, sex sells, but like on this show, I everybody's reaction is always like, cover them up.
You
know, like,
and I don't know
nobody's
why it is,
ever
they
like,
are hot. Like all these guys are hot.
Yeah.
They're like ripped bodies, like whatever. But whenever I see it, I'm like, oh, that's too much skin. Like get away from me.
I think it's a network TV thing.
Yeah, I think we feel
Because
wrong.
you throw this on Netflix and we're like, let's go.
Yeah.
Right, like
Totally,
Too Hot to
totally.
Handle.
For
And all those
sure.
shows are all naked the entire time.
Love Island, they like show up like wet titties. Like,
Yeah,
they
they're like,
do it.
true.
Like, I love
Slow-mo.
it. Yeah, slow mo nipples
Like,
out of
as
the pool.
they're
Like
pouring water on
Yeah,
themselves.
yeah.
Talk about pointless challenges.
yeah,
Love Island.
Yeah, well,
Okay, wait. My question was, did anybody see, and I don't know if anybody has the answer to this, but I briefly saw on Instagram somebody post that, and I didn't know if it was joke. Like, I was like, is this real or is this a meme?
Is this real or is this joke?
Is this real or is this joke?
New segment.
Yes.
yeah.
And it was somebody from the dodgeball making a Yosef joke. Did
Yes.
that really
Oh
happen?
my God, did it?
It did.
I missed it.
It happened last episode.
No
Okay.
way.
It happened
So
episode
that
two.
Yosef joke was
Episode?
made on camera.
On
I could.
camera.
I was like, I thought.
Wait.
Was this edited? Was this like made into a meme?
The joke was
What was the
made
joke?
on camera. Somebody said, "I can't believe we're doing this
Yeah.
with Yosef at home."
with Yosef watching
Shut
at
the
home.
fuck up. That is so.
Yeah, Noah,
did that
can
really
you believe
happen?
it?
That is
Noah,
right.
Wait a
Noah's,
second.
Noah's
Right there.
devastated.
Wait
That
a
is so
second.
funny.
I think it did happen.
Yes,
I
did
don't
happen.
remember.
All right,
I
so-
am telling
Hearing
you, it happened.
So I
I'm telling you, I
rewatched-
very much browsed through this second episode, which is why
yeah.
I can't say for sure. I truly only saw somebody post it on their Instagram story, and I thought, oh my God, did they edit this?
Dude.
No, that is so funny.
Dude, so going back to how they like showed all of the old ones,
Yeah.
the dodgeball one, they showed it during that. I'm now remembering.
Okay.
I'm
Got
now
it.
remembering
There
that.
you go.
Yeah, so
That
they
is
really
so
did. They showed
funny.
the whole Yosef saga.
Okay.
That's so funny.
Yeah.
I can't
So-
believe we're doing this with Yosef at home.
I know.
I wonder if Yosef at home is like, fuck these people. Like, I bet there's either
You know
two
what?
options for Yosef. He either watches every episode and is like, sitting in the dark in his house somewhere stewing angry and is going to like come out one day, or he doesn't even think about any of this at all and pretends it never happened. What do you think?
think it's
I
official.
actually think option 3, and he revels in the fact that we still talk about him so much.
True. That's a good point.
That
He
makes
did
me-
love
You know?
attention. He did love attention.
Because
Yeah.
really, he didn't do anything that great while he was on the show, but he
No.
has left quite the legacy, and I think he probably is happy about that.
He's left a print forever.
Exactly. Oh, that was really the one thing. Okay, so Braden, he gets this first date. Everybody's pissy. These guys like really
they're so catty.
got their undies in a bunch
Yeah,
about
yeah, yeah.
Braden,
bitchy.
and like who's here for spring break, who's not, right reasons. Aaron S. for both episodes, but a lot of this episode, she's just a real complainer.
I do not like that
Real
guy.
complainer.
He's one of
Many
those
complaints.
guys who is like, yeah, you can have the Shawns and the Bradens of the world, but if you want to go out into the woods and rip open a deer's chest and learn how to hunt and camp, then you come with Aaron
Yeah.
S. That type, he's like one of those older guys. It's him and Adrian.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They're 33 years old, I think.
Yeah.
And they're like a little bit over the reality TV world despite being on the show.
Yeah.
Right.
But every time a good thing happens to Braden or Sean, they cut to either Adrian or Aaron S being like, these guys are pussies. I'm a man.
No, I
Yeah.
know. It's
It's
like
a
we got to
lot.
get
Why
over
don't
the
you get
age
a load
thing.
of a real man?
Oh, you want to go to a country club and have this guy take you
Yeah.
out to dinner?
No, let's-
Or do you want to go camp?
Let's eat some meat.
Yeah, like
Right.
I want to go to the country club because that sounds lovely. And I get
Right.
to wear an
I don't
cute
want a
outfit.
cheeseburger
Like,
or a hot dog. I want some steak.
If you want that
And
cheeseburger,
don't give me any sauce with it. I want to eat it raw.
I've never had
he
A1
eats with his
sauce in my
fingers.
life.
He eats with
It's
his
all
fingers for
about
sure.
the flavor of the real meat. You don't
It's
need
stupid.
sauce.
And they don't like this
So
Cherry.
fucking
Cherry
stupid.
has she ever said like, I want to go out and camp and learn
Yeah,
how
no, I
to
know.
hunt
Literally
and like.
never.
No,
Can you even make a fire?
She's
Yeah,
she's taking helicopter rides from LA to Oceanside. Like
Yeah.
this
Yeah.
is like these guys are out of place in this world.
Right. I couldn't agree more. I think
Yeah,
that,
they're missing the mark.
I think that the attitude coming from them is what eventually will be their problem, because it's one thing to be the obnoxious guy who's kind of doing stuff all the time. People don't like that guy either.
Right.
But people also don't like the guy that's like, stop, hey guys, cut it out, quit
Yeah,
it.
yeah.
Like they don't like that guy either.
No,
And
there
he's,
was
like,
a
too
moment.
serious.
There was a moment where
Be somewhere down the middle.
Yeah,
I
there was a
know.
moment
Know what I
where
mean?
after Sean
is it
did
so
the
hard?
after Sean got won the competition,
Yeah.
and they were
The
sitting
Barbie
down, and Aaron S was like, you know what, man, just how about you have a slice of humble pie?
No, I wrote that
Like,
down. I wrote that
you
down.
know?
Have a slice of humble pie.
Have a
I
slice of
honestly
humble
love
pie
that.
walking in here acting like you're so like it was like, Aaron, calm down.
By
please."
the way-
They're such sore losers, I think, is the situation.
Yeah.
Like, I'm coming from a sore loser. I am the sorest loser on earth. I
Yeah.
am so bad at losing. That I saw that happen, and I was like, yeah, I would probably be like, yeah, fuck you for coming in here and like, singing. But at the same time, though, it's like, of course he's coming in showboating. Like if I won, I'd be doing that. I'd be coming in singing and be like, suck it, bitches.
100%.
Yeah.
Braden's date went very well. Charity, despite all the signs, seems to really like him. They were at the Padres stadium and they got to run around and do all these date baseball stuff.
Didn't actually land
stuff.
in the stadium, I don't think. He was like, "Are we gonna land in the actual stadium? This is gonna be unbelievable." And then they landed on the outside. They tried not to show it because it would have been awesome.
Yeah, that would have
if
been
they
cool.
landed in center field.
Sick.
But I don't think they actually ended up doing that. But yeah, that day went pretty well.
That would probably fuck up the ground, right? You'd think.
I think you could land a helicopter out there.
I just truly don't know
They got
how
maintenance
Charity
on those things every day.
True.
I just don't know how Charity, who seems so lovely and realistic and like really has a sense of reality, it can have a serious conversation with that man with those earrings in his ear. And I guess I'm doing it right now with Trent, but
I haven't even
That's just
blinked
his
an eye
style,
at you.
dog.
I know. I just,
might
but
be my new
like,
thing.
could you imagine
It
being on a
matches
date
perfectly.
with
Yeah,
a
it goes
guy
well with
like
you.
earrings like that, and you're just like, at one point, would you just say, take those out?
what's with
Like,
earrings?
what are you doing?
Here's my thing. You guys know I love a funky man.
Yeah.
Somebody who's dressed. Maybe we can share clothes.
Do
and-
not
and
support
everything.
these
Like,
earrings.
I'm
You
all
do.
fine with that. You know, I like that. I don't
Sitting right next
dislike
to you.
the earrings. Exactly. I don't dislike the earrings. I don't dislike the outfits and him trying to be funky or whatever. It's that his personality doesn't match up with that. Like he's not cool enough to be pulling all this off, and he's trying so hard to be the guy that can just wear a Lenny Kravitz scarf and earrings and nobody will say shit. But it's like your name is Braden.
Yeah.
You are on The Bachelorette, and this just isn't your vibe. Jesse Palmer made fun of you. Like that is when you know that shit is wrong. And you know, whatever. Somebody DM'd me. Do we get Luke P vibes from Braden? People are concerned that he's like Luke P.
He's a little manipulative
yeah.
with
Yeah.
the "I pack my bags, I'm gonna leave."
Yeah.
He kept saying
Yeah, I
that. And I was
don't
like,
love
dude,
that.
just if you're gonna do, he said it 5
Who else
times.
does that shit always? Genevieve. Always
Genevieve.
packing her fucking bags in
Yeah.
Paradise, right?
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah.
Right. So that's
annoying.
he's so dramatic. He kept saying it's like if you're gonna do it, just do it. He was so upset about the world's longest kiss and the other guys having to stand there.
Yeah.
And he was like, if I were there, I would have turned around and left. And it's like,
Yeah.
again, that's just it's the show.
Was his trauma dump that he was cheated on? He's like, well,
Yeah.
I got
Yeah.
cheated on, so this is all pretty triggering. Blah, blah, blah. I'm like, okay, yeah, but this is the motherfucking Bachelorette. Like that, you automatically go in being like, hey, this is gonna feel like I'm getting cheated on every day. So why would you sign up for it? Like
You are getting cheated on.
that's what I'm saying.
day
Every day
at the
because
Bachelor.
everyone's
Right.
casually dating. Like no one is she's not your girlfriend. Like she's
Nope.
not. You know what I mean? Like,
If your big thing is that you were cheated on, you have a hard time trusting
Yeah.
people. It's raw.
this is not
Tough
the
show.
spot for you.
Wrong
Not the
show.
spot.
Tough
think-
show to watch the girl
I think
date.
him getting
25
that first
other
impression
guys.
rose made him overly confident
Yeah.
and like he has too much power in the situation. And for him to, he says all that shit about I got cheated on, whatever. I just don't know how this is gonna work moving forward. I just don't know how I'm gonna feel. Like he's got too many opinions at the moment. It's early in the game. You know
And
what I
he
mean?
just
He's still
really
fighting.
doesn't seem like Charity's type. I just don't
Yeah.
understand like what she's. I just don't see any. I also
They're
just
very,
don't see
like-
any chemistry between
They're
them.
very like gal pally.
Yeah,
know
I
what
just
I mean?
don't get it. I'm like,
They are.
Charity,
They're
what
like-
are you
they're like,
seeing
oh my
that
god,
I'm
she
not
literally
seeing?
was like cute. You look cute earrings.
Yeah.
Like she literally said like cute earrings. Like it
Yeah,
was,
I know.
like they're besties.
I don't.
You know?
I
She
don't
does
get
say
their
it during
chemistry.
the episode, I wish I didn't like him.
Yeah.
Like she's like, he's doing all these things that I don't like, and I wish I could just send him home.
He's corny.
Yeah, he is.
I don't know. Maybe we're only seeing the bad stuff
But I
because
will
that's what
say,
they're showing us.
As a guy wearing Braden earrings, that I think, like, he's being honest with her.
Yeah.
About, I don't know if I'm going to be able to be engaged at the end of this. I don't know how I'm going to feel about this connection going forward. And I don't want to jump too far ahead, that seems to be the strike against him with all of the other guys. Like Aaron B telling Charity that Braden isn't ready for engagement. That's stuff that Braden is basically telling Charity.
Yeah.
So I was confused about that whole to-do where it was like, oh
It's
my
just all-
gosh, he's saying he's not ready to the group of guys when he's already been saying that to Charity.
Yeah.
That's what I was confused
It's
about.
kind of like the question, and I don't even know how I'm relating this, but the Jonah Hill text, right? Where like there's a massive debate on the internet because his requests are like, what the hell? But then there are some people who are like, well, at least he's letting her know what he wants.
Yeah.
But it's like, there's like a
But it's like, who says yes to all that?
Right.
That's really
right.
the
It's
question.
like,
It's like,
all
what
right,
the
well,
fuck?
there's something deeper going on with Jonah
Yeah.
Hill that he has all
This is
these
like a
requests.
control
And then
issues.
there's
Yeah.
other people who are like, well, at least he's letting her know what they are.
Yeah.
At least
But-
he's letting her know he won't be okay
Yeah,
with it. So
yeah,
it's
yeah,
like,
yeah.
you know what I mean? Kind of
Right.
with Braden, where he's
Totally.
like, he's saying all these things to her.
I just think the guys don't like him.
Yeah.
100%.
You know what? My wheels are turning a little bit. I feel like sometimes these guys come in and the ones that act like I don't know, like, you know, convince me to be here, basically, is like, and I always hate that guy because I'm like, again, this is the Bachelorette. You need to be fighting for this girl, and this is how it works here. I do find, though, that the girls always kind of like gravitate towards this guy because you always fucking want someone who doesn't want you. If somebody likes you so much and is
Right.
all over you and is so in love with you and whatever, it's like, blah, blah, blah. It's like, oh, fine, this is too easy. There's no challenge.
Yeah.
So this guy now is sticking out to her because he's kind of on the fence. And so she probably feels in her head like, oh, no, I need to make sure he's having a good time so he can be sure of his feelings. So now it's a Braden show. You know what I mean?
And
Like,
it's
this
also
is-
like a validation for herself. Like,
Totally.
why wouldn't he want to be engaged to
100%.
me?
Instead of her just chopping up, being like, he's questioning it. Fuck it. Bye.
Yeah.
Like, I feel like that should be the mood, and don't let have these people fawn over you the whole time. But I don't know, the ball, I feel like we may have already lost the game and the ball's in his court.
Yeah.
Already.
I think
You know what I mean?
So there's a lot more Braden stuff, but we can backtrack and just quickly talk about the big group date. Barbie SpawnCon.
Barbie SpawnCon.
This movie is everywhere.
Nobody's
you
put on a show like Barbie right
You
now.
cannot get
No
away from this movie. I can only imagine the dollars that they have spent promoting this movie. It's absolutely astronomical.
It's nuts. I've never seen
Barbie
anything like
better
it.
do something fucking crazy in this movie. I'm just saying, because the way that
100%
this film,
debut on Rotten Tomatoes.
I know, but
Really?
the way this
Yeah.
film
Oh, wow.
has been. First of all, Margot Robbie looks unbelievable in every single
It's nuts.
outfit that she has worn is just perfect.
Mm-hmm.
But the marketing that they have done for this movie,
It's out of this world.
I felt like people were going to see it anyway.
Yeah.
But like, it's insane
Yeah.
how much marketing they have.
Mm-hmm.
What happens in this movie? Like, I'm sorry,
but
I
isn't
just-
that the beauty of
I bought
going
a bunch
to
of
see a
Barbie
movie?
stuff.
Yeah, I
You know?
know.
I bought Barbie. I
We're also
bought new
used to-
martini wine and champagne glasses, all Barbie themed. Barbie collab with Dragon Glassware, and then I also bought the Homesick Barbie Dreamhouse candle.
There you go.
And I almost bought a rug, and then I told no. I said no.
No, that's where I cut
I'm
myself off.
kind of
Listen,
interested in
yeah,
that
no.
candle.
It actually smells great. I'll send you the link.
Wow, that does sound amazing. I do love those candles.
Me too, except for that one I told you it fucking exploded on my on my
Yeah,
thing.
that's- yeah.
Mm-hmm. So, and it's the same kind, so I gotta make sure I throw it away before I
Be
burn it too
careful.
low.
Oh my
gosh.
Don't burn your candles too low.
Yeah.
It'll explode on your
The
counter.
the marketing has been
Set
insane.
your house on
I will
fire.
say, like, wouldn't it be funny if they just did this, but it was like Oppenheimer?
Yeah.
so
Oppenheimer, they all got to build
Because
I
bombs.
love the
All
love
the Barbie Oppenheimer
Ba-
memes are
Barbie,
so
Barbenheimer.
funny.
Yeah, the
Yeah, like
Barbenheimer
it's
stuff really cracks
Coming
me
out
up.
on the same day is just
Yeah.
two completely different. Could it be more polar opposite? But
Did you see the clip of Margot Robbie talking to somebody? Gave her a dual poster. It was split in half.
Yeah.
They put it together, and she signed her half. She's like, you have to get Cillian Murphy to sign his half. She like, they're in on it. They like it.
Yeah.
I like that too. It's fun.
Which one are you going to see first?
Barbie.
Probably Barbie. Although, I mean, Barbie, I will probably like make
Barbie,
make-
I think, is the easiest.
I go out of the way
too.
to see Barbie. Oppenheimer, I want to see, but I really want to see Barbie. I don't know
I've
if I'm gonna
been
see 'em on the same
informed
day.
from my brother that Oppenheimer is like sold out for weeks in New York already. Like
Really?
because
Apparently there's
people want to see it in IMAX, and there's
and
only
like
so
in
many
center.
options. Yeah.
True, but I also
You can buy tickets that
this
far
is
in
not
advance.
white people, but
Yeah.
we were saying sex sells. There's apparently a long sex scene between.
Yes, I've seen
Oh, I
that
heard
as well.
about this.
Florence
Florence
Pugh
Pugh
and
and
Cillian
Cillian
Murphy.
She's just racking
Oh.
up the hot ass guys,
Apparently,
huh?
it's like a long, like visual, graphic sex
Yeah.
scene
Wow.
go.
Yeah.
where they're both fully naked.
I love Cillian Murphy. I
Me
think
too.
he is so hot.
So hot.
Have you ever heard
So hot.
his
That's Tommy Shelby.
Peaky
Come on.
Blinders.
Yeah, I mean, I know.
Have you ever heard his Calm app?
No, but I
No.
feel like I must. Ooh, I think
He
ooh,
has a comment.
There's a
I like
He's got a
that.
story. He does a story.
I think
All right,
he,
Kelly.
I don't know if I'm
story.
so calm about it.
Okay. Anyway, quickly
no
back.
calm
Let's
with that.
let's wrap up this group date that we
this-
haven't talked about.
This
at
group
all.
Talk
date,
about The Bachelor,
this
Jesus.
type of group date
They all
where
dress up as Kens.
They dress up as
Yeah.
And
Kens.
JoJo and Jordan hosted.
JoJo Jordan hosted. They had to write a love song to "Girls Just Want to Have Fun,"
The tune of.
and to the tune of these dates. And we've had a lot of them in the past where these guys have to write songs. This is why. And there's a lot of reasons, but this is one of them. Why I would never go on this show.
Yeah,
Having to write a song and then perform it in front of people
Yep.
is a nightmare.
yeah.
This actually would be the most fun thing ever. Like, I would love this opportunity.
Really?
Yes.
I do
think,
like
I think
that-
this is like one of the more fun things because it makes them
was
be
fun to
creative.
see them all dressed as
It
Ken.
embarrasses them a little bit, but it's still silly because like they have to use their brains to write a little song.
Fair.
It can be silly. It can be funny. You can actually see more personality when they have to do that, I feel. Because you can see the guys who kind of slack off and don't really care and like, whatever,
Yeah.
like the meatheads and blah, blah, blah.
Yeah.
And then, yeah, they're all wearing silly outfits. That's whatever.
Yeah.
But I do like that they have to kind of embarrass themselves and like be, I don't know, be vulnerable a little bit. Because there aren't
Step outside
many
your comfort zone.
opportunities. Yeah, I feel like there aren't a lot of opportunities for the guys on The Bachelorette to like be vulnerable except for those one-on-one moments.
Yeah.
And or at least showcase how they handle that kind of like vulnerability. And I feel like these things are fun.
And I know that Sean won, but Caleb B got robbed.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, everybody says that.
I mean, it has to be.
So
Caleb B
Wait,
had
are you
an
guys
amazing
ready
voice.
for this?
Yeah, what?
It's just a little snippet
What is it?
from Instagram.
it's the Killian Murphy
Murphy.
combat.
Oh fuck yeah. Let's go.
Hold on.
Can you guys leave the room or?
Wait,
Did you get it?
I had it all ready.
Oh, it's going.
Hello. My name is Killian, and welcome to my sleep story. Tonight, we take a trip across my home country.
No, stop the accent. I'm gonna
Ireland.
cry. Will you send me that link?
Kelly's gonna be getting
It's a
no
very
sleep.
rich place. In fact,
None.
only about 6.5 people call the whole of the island home.
Wow.
Honestly, all the comments are
That's smaller than New York.
sorry, but this is gonna make me want to smoke a cigarette and drink a whiskey.
That's
true.
Oh my,
That's right. I need
oh
a
my
cigarette
God,
right now.
Sweet dreams are made of exactly this. Wow, his voice is so dreamy. This is so hot. I'm subscribing to Calm.
He needs to get on that on the Quinn app. My girl over at Quinn. The audio porn.
Yeah.
Audio porn?
Audio
yeah,
porn.
you've never heard me talk
You've
about
never
this?
heard that?
I bring this
No.
up all the time.
Yeah.
It's an app where it's all these different creators who go on and they tell like it's scenarios, like stories. Like it'll be like
I see.
coming in from the rain and
Yeah.
you're with
It's
your
like
boyfriend.
sexy story.
It's like
You
reading
imagine
a
it, like
Yeah.
sexy romance
like,
novel
can
out
you
use
loud.
your
Like-
imagination
That's-
to
Yeah.
place,
It's amazing.
That's
It's-
way better than regular porn because regular porn is just like if they just show it to you, you have
Well,
no
regular
imagination.
porn's the worst. Yeah, no,
It's just like it
the
like
Quinn
kills
It's
your
just
brain.
fuck- fucking.
Yeah, it's just The Quinn
Just
app is,
do it
is very
already.
sensual.
Yeah.
And it's in your ears.
Yeah.
It gives you that like, oh my
Yeah,
god,
the
There's a little more
ASMR
creativity.
a
There's a
little
little more
bit.
creativity to it.
yeah, it's hot. Anyway.
Use your imagination.
Killian
Okay.
Murphy. I hope he comes through to that.
Yeah.
soon.
Awesome.
So back to Sean
good
winning
to
the
know.
competition.
Anyway,
Uh,
so Sean won the competition.
he
'cause
won.
was hot only, right?
classic. Yeah,
Hot
he
guy.
kissed her. That's what you got to do.
Yeah.
And everybody, of course, was salty about it.
He
His
sounded-
performance
he sounded
sucked.
so bad, but
His
but
performance sucked. It
you're
made me
right.
cringe the whole time. But he did what he had to do. And Caleb, everyone's talking about how great he was. Not that good of a singer.
No, he's fine.
Wow.
He was just the only one that could carry a tune.
He really, like,
of
I
the
was
whole
like-
group.
The way everyone reacted, Jordan Rogers jumped to his feet, standing O, after his
This
performance.
is
I was
American Idol.
like, he was giving us a lot of.
Like,
He hit the
what's-
gold button.
yeah, for real. Yeah. He
What's-
turned his chair around. What's the fuck is that show?
The Voice.
The Voice. Yeah,
What's
yeah. It's like chill.
Whip that
Jordan.
What's the
around.
singing technique when you go like
Acapella?
vibrato?
vibrato?
Yeah, it was ridiculous.
Like, calm down, buddy.
Chill.
I did not
Chill,
expect
chill.
to walk into this room and be there Caleb B slander.
It's just like they really
He was
hyped up.
so much better than everyone
no,
else.
He was the
absolutely
only one who could
was,
sing.
but
He's
they
the only one
made
who
it
could sing.
seem like
Yeah.
one of the Sean. I think it was Sean said he's got the voice of an angel. I was
mean,
like,
please.
Agreed.
No,
Get out. It's like relax.
absolutely not.
And the song itself was not that great. It was just that he could carry the tune.
Yeah.
The lyrics weren't so great. Sean's lyrics weren't horrible, but again, he couldn't carry a tune, so you really couldn't even hear that.
Yeah.
But his performance of getting up on the thing, his confidence, his stage presence, I think
kissed her.
was
Yeah,
best.
he kissed her.
He kissed her.
He kissed her.
Justice for Caleb B.
Warwick
Yeah.
got a one-on-one date, which is another reason why I really
Warwick.
wanted to point out like some of these guys have such attitudes. Aaron S. like, calm down, dude. I know you're upset that Warwick got the date, but everybody's just talking about. He's like, what does anybody know about him? What does anybody? He's so quiet. He's so quiet.
He
It's
doesn't
like,
say, yeah,
hey,
we don't know
speak
anything
up, dude.
about him.
leave him
Talk.
alone. Calm down. It's
Yeah.
not
So
that serious.
weird. It's so strange.
But Warwick got a one-on-one date and went exactly how they all thought it was going to. He didn't really say anything, and Charity sent him home. There's really not
Yep,
much more to
yep.
add to it.
I respect
was-
the hell out of him being tired the whole time, though. He's just like, it's a long day at the amusement park. Like,
Yeah.
I gotta go to bed. I gotta
tired.
sleep. She's like, tell me
Amusement
about
park
your
makes me
history. And
tired.
he's like, I don't know, I had 2 relationships before this and they just didn't work out. And he's like, can I go to bed yet?
Yeah, she's
Can
like,
I sleep now?
no. When
I love
when
how like
she said
mid date they cut away and she's like, I just don't know what's going on.
she literally was like, I can't give you this rose. Is it okay if I walk you out? And he was like, sure.
Why not?
Yeah, of course he walked me
Get
out.
me
I'm
outta
good.
here.
I'm out of here. I felt when she was scooping her own ice cream, she was like, I'm fucking scooping my own ice cream. He's not even helping.
And at one
It
point,
was weird.
At one point, they were eating the ice cream on some sort of step, and she just looked at him and she goes, "Strawberry cheesecake," and he goes, "Yeah."
There was zero chemistry at all.
I kind of love Warwick. He's just kind of like, yeah.
I feel like Trent. Do you think that would be you on that date?
No, I'm
Tired
no.
by the end of the day.
Oh, well, that's
not
true.
Really
yeah.
wanting to chit
I
chat.
mean, last time I went to
Strawberry cheesecake. Yep.
True.
like-
I used to get that from what was that place we always talk about?
Holy cream.
Holy cream.
Yum.
The strawberry cheesecake from there is so good.
So good.
Not
Only the
all
one
of them, though,
nearest,
right?
Not all
Yeah,
of them.
don't-
Just the one
just the one-
closest.
just the
But I
one
think there's
closest
another
to
one Upper
order
West
from.
that could still
The
deliver.
one on 3rd Avenue, I kept open.
The raspberry.
I paid
Well,
their
that was
electrical
you and,
bill.
you and Robbie Fox.
Me and
right?
Robbie
Kept that
Fox,
open? Yeah.
on our 46th Street in our apartment, just keeping that place in business.
Yeah.
And I'm sure it's very popular.
I think I'm
but
gonna have to order
The
some later.
raspberry ice cream from there. Like, remember the first time I had that when we
Yeah.
were all watching together?
Oh,
I,
yeah.
like,
Yeah.
genuinely
amazing.
couldn't contain myself.
It was
so
fucking
good.
What's the one I had? Some kind of like cinnamon bun something.
Oh.
It's fucking
Oh my god, the ice cream is unbelievable.
That's like the one thing I miss about living in Manhattan.
You're the
Yeah.
only one that, not the only one, the only person I really know that loves like strawberry ice cream, strawberry like cheesecake.
Like
that
flavor.
Oh, I
stuff.
love it. Yeah.
I
like
love
strawberries.
strawberries, the
Yeah.
fruit, but when it comes to like ice cream and cake and stuff like that, I'm not big on it. As
I'm
like
actually,
I
I
love
love the
that.
flavoring, but I don't love when the actual fruit
Chunks?
is too chunky. In
No,
there.
that's exactly how I feel with ice cream.
Yes.
But I love a strawberry cheesecake. I
Yep.
love a
Love strawberry shortcake.
Like, shortcake. Pff,
Yeah.
Motherfuck,
Yeah,
that shit
like-
is good.
It is good.
I
It
also
is
love a
so
strawberry.
good.
food.
I also love a strawberry shortcake,
God
Kelly.
damn.
It's so good.
Yeah.
But
Oh my
yeah,
God, I want
the
ice
only
cream
part of that
getting
date, the only part of that date that would be me is that I would be tired.
I did
yeah.
love that. It felt like a good change of pace for the show, and I hope that maybe they continue to do it more often, where like guys that are so obviously not going to make it far just get a one-on-one date just to
Yep.
like see what happens.
Yeah.
I think it was like all the guys were shocked because they were like, Warwick, he doesn't do anything. Like he's gonna just get sent home. And he just got a one-on-one date, and it was like, and it
that
went
was it.
terribly, and then he got sent home. Like it was just that doesn't happen that often, and it was kind of refreshing.
I'd be
I
happy
agree.
about it. I'd be happy about that if I were in the house. I'd
Yeah.
be like, what's his face? Aaron S. Let's get him on the horn
Yeah.
and see what he thinks about it now. It's like, oh, you're so pissed off he's going. It's like, that's less, he sucks. Let him suck in front of Charity and then
Totally.
you get rid of him.
That's
Like,
what they were
let's
hoping with
think with your
Braden.
brain.
They were hoping Braden would shoot himself in the foot
yeah, well, there was no
during
way.
the helicopter date, and he didn't.
She
But
was
then,
too busy being like, where'd you get those earrings?
but Warwick, what a performance!
Yeah.
Send me
Yeah.
the link.
yeah. Oh my God.
Seriously. Cocktail party is where you kind of touched on it. Aaron B kind of ratted on Braden about, not quite being ready to like get engaged. And yeah, Braden makes good points. It's different.
Not us, huh?
Yeah. Couldn't be us. Could not be us. Couldn't be more ready.
Congrats,
Sorry.
congrats
Damn.
again, by the
Sorry.
way. Congrats.
Those are two girls who are
waited.
not afraid of
I waited.
commitment.
We got pretty far into the
I
show.
know. I
Yeah,
know.
we did, we
That
did.
one felt like the
All
right
that
time.
conversation. Yeah, you
Yeah.
picked the right moment. You picked the right moment to throw it out there. so he's basically saying like, I haven't met your family, you haven't met mine, like I can't like make a commitment. All very valid feelings, but the other guys are much more open to just like the idea of engagement. I think he's not.
Yeah.
Which they can see. But this was one of those moments where, I felt like I was watching from your point of view, Rhea, where I was like, if you're going to fucking threaten it, do it. Do it.
Yeah.
You're going to say you're going to take that rose off his chest? Do it.
Yeah.
You
Do
know
it.
what she didn't do? Take the rose off his chest.
Of course not. She's
All
the
talk.
bunch.
All talk. And it was like
No
all
action.
All
No
hyped it up.
action.
I was like, you know what? Give us, because they hyped up this moment. I'm imagining her just taking it off of him, taking it back.
I
And
also thought that was going to be about Sean. I was
She
ready
didn't
for
do it.
Sean to be the biggest asshole.
I
in the
know, we
world.
thought that
was
what
So far, he's
Me
pretty
too.
much still giving
Yeah.
us nothing.
Yeah.
He did win.
We were so
that thing, but-
disappointed.
yeah, like
He's giving us
I want some sparks with
but
Sean.
Sean's
you know what I
giving
mean?
us exactly what we expected
Give us
him
an
to give
insane
us.
fight
you know?
between the two of them.
Hey,
Yeah, I want
man,
some-
like he's got that bro voice.
Yeah.
And he's
that
like
same
taking his
dude.
shirt off.
really ready to find
Yeah,
my love.
he's
No,
just
you're
like,
not.
I
No,
just
you're not.
really
I just want
want
to shake some shit
I
up.
just like I'm like just really want Charity to like really get the best. And
I
like,
know
Yeah.
it's,
Yeah.
because we like know him. I say know loosely.
Oh yeah,
Very
what,
loose,
is,
very
what,
loose.
what have
Very
we
well.
made aware of our
Very
We
history?
made it where
We made very aware.
he worked here.
Yeah.
He was
Yeah.
an intern.
Yeah, he did.
I just
I don't think I had one conversation with him. So.
yeah, maybe like in passing.
We did a few times. I think we might have. We might have been out.
Well, you
together
follow
at
each other
some
on
point.
Instagram.
We
You,
follow each
you
other on
guys
Instagram.
have you guys
So
have
we
talked.
must have had some kind of
Yeah, you
conversation.
guys
I
have
can't
talked.
quite remember us hanging
Yeah,
out, but I'm
yeah.
sure he was in the wings somewhere.
I just don't believe him for a fucking second.
No,
And I don't
no,
know if
no.
it's
Yeah,
just
yeah,
because
yeah.
because in my head I go, oh, wanted to be an intern at Barstool Sports.
Yeah.
Oh, now he's on The Bachelor.
Yeah,
he
no.
clearly is looking for some sort of notoriety,
Yeah.
in my opinion.
That's what it is.
And so now I just look at him and go, there's no fucking way he wants to be engaged.
I
Yeah.
think it's way easier, and now I understand why so many
His
people
Chipotle
from people's real
Forgot about that.
from people's real
on his
lives.
freshly detailed car.
So good.
People's real lives, when they know people that go on The Bachelor, I think they're so much more skeptical about it. So like as viewers, the people we don't know, it's so easy for us to be like, oh, we believe them, like
Yeah, for
whatever.
sure.
And then the people that you actually know, you're like, no fucking fat chance he's going on the show to find love.
Right.
What if I went
25
on,
years
what
old.
if I went on
Yeah.
the show? Would any of you guys believe my good intentions?
No.
Yeah.
Yeah, I actually
would?
would.
Oh, yeah.
No.
You're right.
No, I kind of think I would because
No,
you would be
because-
swept
I get
up, and
swept
I
up.
do
That's
think
why I'm
Yeah.
saying yeah, because
Yeah.
like
I get swept up.
originally you'd be going on just because you're going on.
Yeah.
But you would get swept up.
For sure. So
But
quick.
you
immediately.
would fall in
So
love. I
quick.
think.
I would also.
Probably.
I think
Yeah.
you'd fall in love.
I'd
I
also
also
win,
think-
I think.
I know you. That's what I
Yeah,
was going to say.
no problem.
You would,
I would
win.
win.
You would easily make it to the final four, and you
Yeah.
would probably win. You've watched so much game
Yeah,
tape.
I could. I've.
it would
I
be
would.
so easy.
You have such a charm to you that you put on that like you can charm anybody's pants off.
True.
And we've seen it.
It's true.
We've seen it.
and we've seen
It's
it all,
true.
and we've seen it happen multiple times.
You're not
True.
lying. You're
True.
not. Those aren't rumors.
Yeah.
That's facts.
Oh my god.
The goat. The charming
Truly.
goat.
Yeah. No.
Charming.
Truly.
I
I
would
think.
get swept up, though. I get
Yeah. No.
swept
So
up, for sure.
Yeah.
anyway, Braden didn't get his rose taken away. He's still safe. Aaron S. got sent home.
Yeah.
So
Okay.
we're done with him complaining.
See
That's
ya.
it. That's it on him complaining.
Bye.
And James, I believe, is the other one who got sent home.
He was the guy who just every time, like Adrian would tell Charity something that made her upset, or Aaron B would do it, and she would leave the party early. And James is always just like, "You guys gotta stop making her mad, because I'm not gonna get any time with her." Okay? They would always just cut to him shaking his head like,
Yep.
"You guys are ruining it for me.
I-
I have no time with Charity."
I also love he had a great line where because I think it was maybe Tanner had said like, you know, they ruined the night. Braden already has a rose. It's a lock. Like now we're just taking time away from the rest of us. And James like so seriously was like, well, it could be taken away. And
Yeah,
the way
yeah,
it was said
well.
was so serious. Like it was such an important thing. Like they're not talking about a rose on this guy's
Yeah.
this guy's jacket. He was like, well, it could be
oh,
taken
that's
away.
right. Because then he was
Yeah.
like, "Because it has happened before."
Yeah, it has happened before.
James knows.
Yeah, he goes, it has
James
happened
knows it
before.
all. Yeah,
It
James knows
could
it
be
all.
taken away. And the way he said it was so serious, but it wasn't taken away, and that was
What do we
the
think
big moment.
about? It kind of goes in the same vein as this whole thing with Braden taking up time. How they were yelling at Sean for taking up time too. I feel like once the guys start getting mad at the guys, being like, come on, I don't have any time with her, and you're taking up all this time, even though you have a rose. Once guys start getting like that, is when they're desperate and they're about to leave.
Yeah.
You know? Like I feel like those guys
Yeah.
always go. If you're mad about like scrambling for minutes of time and somebody else jumped in ahead of you, that's literally the name of this game. Like that's all anybody ever does. Interrupt them then. Why don't these people, they get interrupted, why don't they come up and be like, hey man, listen, like make a joke, do something about it, get them the fuck out
Yeah.
of the way
There's gotta
and get your
be
fucking time.
More of like scheduling's not the right word, of a process of getting time with the Bachelor or the Bachelorette,
Sign up
because
sheet?
there's
Right,
got to be
like-
something more official,
Has to be a
because
little more order to
you
the
watch it and you say she's there.
Yeah.
She's in the room. She's over somewhere talking to another guy. We've seen people get interrupted 1,000 times before. So
That's different.
how does James sit
Good
there and be
point.
like, I'm not going to get time? It's like, she's 50 feet away from you.
I just
That's
right.
crazy.
I don't know how you don't get time.
Yeah.
It's
I agree with
if
you.
you're afraid of confrontation, if you're not confident in the conversation you're about to have with her, like there are things that's what makes me think is the situation.
Right.
You should be able to get time with her no matter what. If you care enough, you'll have time with her.
These guys who never talk, who have a clean slate, why are they not getting time? It makes no sense to me.
I agree. That's actually a very good point. It's that sign. If
That's
you
on
want
you.
time, make time.
Make time.
Okay,
Bunch
let's
of
see.
complaining.
if
Yeah,
he wanted to, he would.
exactly.
Yeah.
Let's get into questions. Thank you to Coors Light.
Yeah.
Coors Light.
Coors.
You know, we got those mountains.
Coors.
I've been eyeballing
Those
Was
this.
mountains
I'm
are
sorry.
blue.
I've been eyeballing this all day.
It's time for
get some
everybody
good
to have a
audio on
little
it. Nice and
cheers
cold.
moment.
Yeah.
They are nice and cold.
There you go.
Nice and
Killian
cold. I was
Murphy.
trying to do that next to the microphone for sound.
I'm gonna
Cheers.
maybe download that.
Oh, and just cheers generally.
Oh yeah. Hey, congrats.
Thanks, guys.
Congrats you
Cheers.
too.
Celebrate.
So
Much to
That's
celebrate.
like so cool.
did you just tap that like that?
Yeah,
You
that's
have
a
to.
thing she
No,
does.
I mean, 50% of the people. I'm good with it.
I only do that when I'm playing flip cup.
What?
The room did it.
I don't do that either.
I only
Well,
do it.
Oh,
it's like a superstition.
Yeah.
Like if you don't hit the table
with like
before
shots and stuff.
shots,
For everything, she
drinks,
does
like,
it for every drink.
superstition.
Any-
if you
any
cheers and
cheers.
then
A
don't hit
lemonade?
the table first. I don't usually cheers lemonades, but if I would, I love the taste of this right now.
Yeah, it
It's
tastes
just
good.
like, I'm not gonna lie.
I am like, ooh, yum.
Like hit me and like send
it does
a
taste amazing.
shiver down my spine.
You
where
like-
I was
Yeah,
like,
You stopped talking to me. You were like, oh my god.
It's like,
You
fuck,
just
this is
looked
good.
away.
What is this?
Yeah.
Ice cold, mountains
Yeah,
of blue.
I
Did you
know.
say that
oh my
already?
god,
Mountains
it's
of blue?
delicious. No, seriously, this is really hitting the spot. I'm not gonna lie. All right, questions.
Questions.
Let's see what we got. Come on, YouTube, send us those
Yes,
questions.
send us those questions. Chat's
Alrighty.
popping off. Chat stays popping off.
It always does.
Do we believe that Braden is a good time guy or is he manipulative?
He borders on manipulative, but I
agree.
don't know. He's also young. He's
Yeah.
24. I don't know if he knows exactly who he is.
Yeah.
He wears the earrings. He wears the outfits. He's very seemingly extroverted, but he's just so young. I think he's still like trying to find his own footing.
Yeah, sometimes I think when you
You're giving
are
him a
like
lot of
that on the
grace.
exterior, you're not quite sure about your interior.
I agree. Deep. Fran hates earrings so much.
I'm
She's
telling.
like,
I mean,
no
I
one-
just the earrings
no
are
one
just
hates
such a
earrings.
showboaty thing to me. It's
So
like
true.
you're
Especially
just
for this
really,
situation, yes.
Yeah, like what are you trying to prove?
He also at one point, I don't remember which episode it was. He was in some situation. He was like, I just don't have all that much emotional depth, and it's like. You look like you look like a shaman. Like you
Yeah,
look,
yeah.
you're sort of playing the part of someone who does. So
Right.
I really do
Totally.
think
Like you want it? Does he want to look like he's this like spiritual being?
Right.
I think
He's
there's
gonna-
something to that. Yeah,
Do we know where he's from?
San Diego.
Oh, of course.
His thing
Of
is
course
listed
he's
as
wearing
San Diego.
scarves
I don't know
around.
if he's from San Diego,
Oh,
but I think
okay.
he's
That whole
currently-
episode,
If
he was
he's
like,
from
"Oh, I'm a
San Diego-
Padres fan. I'm this. I'm that."
If
Yeah.
he's from San Diego, it makes total sense why he looks the way he looks. Like why he's dressing the way he's dressing. I feel like it's all like,
Yeah,
surfs up, bruh. Like
It's all good.
yeah.
First,
like, chilling.
how many surfers have you seen wear earrings like that? I haven't seen it.
I don't know. He's like
You
I feel like there are other.
fucking
You hate the
I
earrings
hate
so
these
much.
earrings.
I think there are like levels to surfers. Like there's the surfers who are like, yeah, bro, gotta catch this wave at 5 a.m.
But
And there
the
are
way
also surfers that are like, I'm going once a day, but then the rest of the day I'm gonna meditate.
the
And
way
those guys
the
wear
way he
earrings.
looks, he's like, I just got back from Costa Rica from taking ayahuasca, and I'm
Yeah.
like,
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
getting on
exactly.
my surfboard.
Yeah.
So,
Exactly,
I don't know. I don't think he knows who he is.
Speaking of
I
deep
think you're spot
stuff,
on with that.
you said something real deep this week that I caught.
What was that?
You and Frankie Brelli were talking about death,
Oh yeah.
and you
Oh,
said
shit, I
something
missed-
that rocked my world.
I said of all the people who experience your death, you experience it the least.
It threw me for a loop.
Frankie
Wait,
Brelli asked me what
what?
That is true.
Frankie,
Wait, say it again.
I said of all the people who experience your death, you experience it the least. He was asking me like what happened, like what do you think happened,
Wow.
and that was what I said.
Isn't that fucking deep?
Wow,
they-
that
they-
is deep.
That
makes
was
total
so deep the
sense.
earring just fell off
Yeah,
your
the earring
fell
is
out
like-
of your
a
ear.
spirit entered the room.
Yeah.
Like, I'm not
and
worthy.
It
knocked my
really,
ear.
It looks like it. Here, I'll give it to you.
It really hit me.
Yeah.
Because I've said before how much it freaks me out,
Yeah,
and you were like, you
That's
said
kinda
like,
nuts.
why you don't know?
yeah.
You're like, you're
yeah.
not gonna
Yeah.
whatever. Anyways, it was deep.
Yeah.
and I'd like to congratulate you on that.
Thank you.
That's a really deep thought, and that's gonna have me thinking honestly for the rest of this day. Like I almost want to keep talking about it. Can we stop talking about Bachelor?
Um,
Death.
Like actually,
You know I love talking about death.
like I almost texted you being like, "Whoa,
I like
holy shit!"
Well,
You're
'cause
really
Frankie
the
is-
smartest guy on the internet.
Well, because Frankie, I could tell he's the guy who gets nervous about it
Yeah.
too.
Yeah.
All right, next question.
Yeah.
I guess we'll wait for these two to stop fucking playing around and
Thank you,
stop
Kelly.
fucking flirting in our faces.
We're so jealous. Bitch, you're engaged. Relax.
Yeah.
Leave some for the rest
Stop
of us.
acting like you're not upset, Trent.
Trent's bitter.
Haven't been here for a reason. Haven't been showing up.
he knew it was coming. John was like,
knew about
I
the big
can't
day.
see her.
Can't possibly look
I'll
at the
bust in
eyes.
at the last second and say, "Don't do it."
Yeah. You better watch out at the church. Better not open the door.
Don't say yes.
Finally, Kelly can have her shine.
Exactly.
Do we think Charity will end up with a serious guy or a spring break guy? Good question.
I hope serious, but I don't know. She seems to like the spring breakers.
Right. The only, now that Aaron S. is gone, the only serious guy really that is Adrian.
Adrian, yeah.
But I feel like Aaron B's fallen in the serious guy
Yeah.
category, and I really like him.
Me too. Here's my question though. Is there a level? I do think that there are levels to these spring break guys and the serious guys. Like I feel like there is a middle ground, and someone said, maybe we were talking about it out there, I forget. But they're all going to be sitting around in this house. They don't have their phones. They don't have anything to do. So obviously they're going to be dicking around. But you guys know how much I hate the roughhousing and the hijinks. That's not my thing. I would be a serious person in the house. Like I'd be Adrian. I'd be like, let's stop fucking around.
Yeah.
Like, do we think the guys who act like they're on spring break are actually any less serious than any of the other guys? Like somebody can pretend to be serious.
Totally.
But how serious are any of them?
I bet that more than a handful of the guys who are roughhousing and dicking around are actually like there for the right reasons. Like I don't think that them
I agree.
having fun in the house and jumping in the pool and being boys makes them any less serious in this journey of love.
I think it's like always, every season, it feels like there is a true split. I don't know the exact numbers, but whether it's 50-50, 60-40, like I feel like it's normally pretty split of people that are legitimate, like their feelings are real, and people who are just kind of like, we'll see where this takes me.
Totally.
Also, if you give me an empty mansion and a pool and like an open bar, like what do you expect these guys to do?
Yeah,
true.
yeah,
It's
and
true.
and
if you can't enjoy
a
that,
full
then you're an
show of-
uptight asshole.
completely, and a show full of
you
serious
don't
would
wanna be
be
tight butthole.
incredibly boring. So
Right, like I feel like Adrian, he's just so serious.
yeah,
He's very uptight.
And he's
When
just-
he said a kid,
He does.
He's like, my daughter.
Which is fine. But I do think he's just,
I mean, he does. He
he's
says it all the time.
33. These other guys are 25, 26. Like,
yeah,
I don't see the big deal.
Yeah.
I really don't.
I agree. Okay, let's cut some stems.
Wait, I have one quick question because I just remembered about the daughter thing.
Please.
Okay.
Okay. So he's ready to snitch. He's always talking about his daughter, whatever, blah, blah, blah. I feel like always the guys who have kids, I don't feel the same with the women for some reason, but I feel this way when the guys come and they leave kids at home and they make it their thing. The first thing they say is, I sacrificed a lot by being here. I've got my kid at home. And then he goes on to be like, well, it's kind of like spring break. Everybody's kind of hanging out, whatever. I'm like, is it that bad? Is it that bad to be on a trip for a couple weeks?
No
without your kid?
responsibilities.
Yeah, with no responsibilities and your kids at home being taken care of by, a loved one.
You know, that sounds like to me, it sounds like spring break.
Yeah, you know what that sounds like to me? Amanda.
Mad ass the goat.
That's what I'm saying. Like,
Just
she
going
never
on
said
every
shit like
Bachelor
that.
program
She
that
never
she
said,
could.
I'm sacrificing a lot by being here. She said, this is a motherfucking vacation. Like,
Yeah.
I just don't, the guys always do it. It's that to me seems like a line. Versus when the girls do it, it's like, well, yeah, you run the house probably. But
Yeah.
I liked, and I don't think he's around anymore, Spencer. I found him to be very interesting.
Oh,
and
he's a weirdo, though.
A little, but he
Yeah.
told Charity the first night, he was like, I got a kid.
Yeah.
And I thought that was better than the guys. I understand it's a big thing to tell someone about it, but like some guys wait a long time and then do that. They're like, I've got a kid and it's a huge sacrifice, and I get it, but I think some of them do use it. And I thought Spencer's was interesting. He's like, yeah, I got a
Right.
kid.
I feel like
I think you got to say it off the bat.
Same. You say it right away. And
Yeah.
it doesn't seem like you're hiding anything. It also doesn't seem like you're trying to. That to me, in the same vein of Braden being like, I'm packing all my stuff and I might leave, whatever. It's like, well, I got a kid, so are you serious or not? Like that to me is like, it's a little manipulative. I'll say it.
Yeah. There's
Or am I talking in
shades
circles
of
now?
it.
Shades of it.
I think like when I said that they should say it right away, it's meaning because I don't think you should put Charity in the spot. Kind of
Yes,
like I think
100%.
you should, because then it leaves it up to her. If she's not ready for that, you're gone.
Completely, because that is the most important thing. Like, I don't care if you're wonderful and your personality is you could be the number one guy in the world. If I don't find out you have a kid until way late in the game, that to me is like, why are you hiding that? Like, what's the big deal? Also, if I'm not ready for it, that is a make or break situation. Like, I am not ready to be a stepmother.
And
Like,
now
that's
we've
a
just
big deal.
developed these feelings that are now going to go to shit because you just decided
Exactly, because you were
on
like hiding
this
something.
show.
On the show, yeah, on
Yeah.
the show, whatever. In real life, people do whatever, but that's
Right.
yeah.
Yeah, this is everything in the
what you
show
gotta
is
do.
like a fast forward version of everything.
Yes, right.
I just feel like you gotta say it like, hey, I'm so and so. I have a child, and we'll talk about it inside. That would be me out of the limo if I had a kid.
It'd be the first thing you said.
It would be.
You'd be saying it as you stepped out, like, hey, by the way.
Hi, I'm incredibly charming. I have a kid, but whatever. We'll talk about it.
It doesn't really matter.
Don't worry about it. We'll talk about
We
it.
can forget her.
I'm not missing her. I'm on vacation. Okay, it's spring break.
Spring break.
Listen, I'll leave her whenever. Clearly.
Yeah. This is cool.
Complete hypothetical because Kelly would never have a kid. So
Yeah,
we're
exactly.
good.
Yeah. Things I never.
Kelly
have to worry
hates
about.
kids, so
Yeah.
I do.
You're
hate
like
kids.
the
I hate
coolest
kids and
aunt
mothers.
ever.
Yeah. I am. I plan to be moving forward. Oh, I can't wait to be the cool aunt.
You're
so
just
excited.
so cool. Aunt.
Thanks.
Okay,
Appreciate
guys.
it.
Cut some stems, give out
Yes.
some roses. We've been talking for a while. We got a lot to say.
Oh, damn, I know.
We haven't
I haven't
shut
seen.
up
I feel like I
today.
haven't
Shut
seen
the
you guys.
fuck
in
up.
a
We
while.
I
haven't
know.
seen
I
each
know.
other. We've been
I know.
We've been
We've been
on
on break.
break.
So we've been on break, and
We've been
also
on
too
spring
spring break. We didn't get to chat. We didn't get to chat. You were out of town. So
Yeah.
this feels like a.
You've been a busy bee.
I know. Hopefully, and I'm just gonna plant the seed now. I'm gonna be traveling again probably soon. So.
Yeah.
Oh, like next week.
So next
No, I think
week-
I'll be around next week.
You can
cool.
tell us if it's fucking next week.
I think no. I believe I'm here next week, but going forward after that, it could get a little dicey.
Summer's hard.
All right,
Summer's
well,
hard.
that's fine. Maybe we
We're
do-
proud of you.
Hey,
We're
we'll plan. Maybe we
incredibly
do
proud
some
of you.
Thank you.
virtual-
Hey, by the way, congrats again.
Maybe we do some virtual because I could get away.
Oh, I think that next week we do need to be virtual actually because I think I'm actually.
Oh,
out of
you're
town.
away.
I am out of town on Monday.
Yeah, we'll discuss that.
Well,
We'll
guys,
discuss it
I'll
later.
just be here.
Guys, let's cut some stems.
I'm ready to
some
go.
stems.
Oh
Okay,
no,
okay,
go ahead,
Rhea.
please.
Oh,
Her
I
hand
went
went up.
first last
Her hand
time.
went up way
No,
first,
go,
though.
Fine.
I gotta
I'll
think.
cut. When Braden, you said Charity said it, but I'm convinced that Braden said it.
Oh,
Either or
I couldn't tell which one said it. I wasn't paying close enough attention.
shiitake mushrooms.
Oh, it was Braden
Oh, it
who
was
said
Braden.
it first.
Okay.
And then she repeated it, like
Yeah.
being like, "What?"
I
Like
didn't like
laughing
that.
at him.
Gotcha.
And then he was like, "Yeah, like
Holy
whatever."
shiitake mushrooms.
Shiitake mushrooms.
He
I
said
hate
he said
that
holy
shit.
shiitake mushrooms.
Yeah, holy shit. Didn't like that at all.
You know what that reminds me
Cutting
of,
that.
Francesca? A Jack Black joke. That's some shit I don't like.
Oh boy.
Doesn't
Kelly-
it? Doesn't
Yeah,
it?
Maybe the only
he would
public
make that
figure
joke.
on earth who is anti-Jack Black.
No, it's
I know.
We've had many
Well,
conversations
Many
with her
conversations.
recently.
I'm in a big group chat with her
Yeah.
and her fiance
All-
and her sister, and they're all trying to convince me. And I'm like,
Yeah,
no.
all Joe does is try and send funny clips to Kelly about Jack Black and be like, "See,
and I'm
look
like,
how funny he is."
and I reply, I am now dumber having seen this.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Every time.
Jack Black is like a hijinks guy.
I know,
He's,
he
he's
is.
a roughhouser kind
He's
of
not
guy,
my
in my
vibe.
opinion.
He kind of
Not my
is,
vibe.
yeah.
And
Okay,
then I'll give
Sam,
my rose,
rose?
to. Ooh.
We can circle back.
I'm moving my head with
Can
you. I'm
I
like, yeah.
give my rose? This is the worst rose I'm ever gonna give out.
I'm already laughing. I don't even know what it.
oh boy, to yourself.
No.
Congrats, by
No.
the way.
I'm gonna give a rose to me,
Me.
because I'm engaged. Yeah.
Me because I got the final rose.
Speaking of final roses,
That is not what I was gonna say.
I wish
I'm gonna give it to Oppenheimer.
What?
I'm gonna give it to Atomic Bombs.
I'm gonna give it to that movie because you know what? Shout out to them for not paying for all this fucking marketing that
Well,
Barbie
they don't
has
need
done.
to because
don't
Barbie's
need to.
looped them into all of
And
it.
it's also
And-
not that far behind on marketing. I've seen a lot of shit about
I
Oppenheimer.
have to. I have
and
to.
Barbie, you know, they paid for this big date, and it's being released the same day as Oppenheimer. I'm
How
probably
funny,
never going to watch Oppenheimer.
How funny though would it be if the themed date was Oppenheimer themed, not Barbie
Yes.
themed, and they were like, you got to get on stage and give like a really sad monologue and then like blow your
Yeah.
brains out.
Is
Yeah, I
that
don't really know it. You know, somehow they do seem to have sexual moments during Oppenheimer, but you know, it doesn't really feel like there's anything too
Guys,
sexy
creating
about
a bomb
We
is
don't know what that's
sexy.
Oppenheimer.
Think about
Explosions.
you. Think about you and your loved one just creating a bomb together.
Oh boy, Trent.
I got
I
it.
This is
Challenge
the worst
today-
rose I've
the
ever
challenge
given.
today is
mainly
defuse this bomb. Without blowing
I'm only like grasping things like shiitake mushrooms. Like when I'm watching, I'm like, how's that with that stuff?
No,
in my
that
head?
stuff drives me crazy though. Like when someone says like "Holy fudge," it's like, all right,
no, right.
what is this?
Right, and
What
that's
is?
what he fucking said. I hate
that
that
shit.
It's like,
Just
what is this?
hers.
This is such
Don't
bullshit.
bleep it later.
Yeah, or when people go,
Yeah, yeah,
"Oh,
boom.
"This freaking sucks."
Yeah.
It's like,
And he
all
said it
right.
100 times. He was just, I'm ready for this freaking date. I can't wait for this freaking date.
Or
I'm
when
like, say
you know what
fucking,
another thing
say
Braden
fucking
does?
one time.
He says shoot. He says, "Man, I didn't know what we were gonna do. Shoot."
He's so
Oh,
corny.
I do.
So
I
corny.
don't like to shoot.
Oh, sugar.
Yeah.
no,
Yeah.
that just set me. That made me so mad.
Yeah, mine are. I'm gonna cut the stem of Aaron S. That one's easy
Yeah.
for me because he's just like he's not even gonna see this because he's just in a like out in a cabin somewhere.
Yeah, he's just being
eating
a
a
man.
raw
He's just being
deer
a man.
heart. So yeah, he's not gonna see this. So that doesn't matter. And then I'm gonna give my rose to Charity. I like Charity. I think she's been a great Bachelorette so far, and it's been an entertaining season. I feel like people going into the season might have been down on it. Just her selection as Bachelorette. I don't know who they would have wanted, but I think she's been really good so far, and it's an entertaining season.
I was big on Charity as soon as we met her.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's
I
and
liked her too.
I took that into account too. You guys had said that, and I believe it now.
I really liked her too, and I thought, thinking back to her on Zach's season, I was kind of like, oh yeah, she did kind of get like a shit end of the stick. Like there was some shit that went down on the season that was kind of fucked up. I think about the hooking up stuff, like all that weirdness there at the end. And so I'm happy to see that she's normal and cool. And,
Yeah.
And I'm also really enjoying the season. I'm with
Totally.
you. I was surprised you didn't give your rose to Caleb though. Yeah.
I should have.
Yeah, I know.
He deserves it.
I know.
Justice.
Yeah. Let's see. I'm gonna cut the stem of who is like so annoying. I'm just trying to think of like who's the most annoying person on this whole episode so far. And I feel like Aaron S. maybe, but I feel like there are others that were equally annoying. Maybe I'm just gonna cut Braden's stem altogether. I think Braden was annoying as fuck. Both episodes he was annoying, and it's just too much Braden. Like I don't want to keep talking about him.
It's the
He's
Braden
center
show.
of attention. It's the Braden
It's
show.
turned into the Braden show, which I don't like.
He's getting like
He
too
can
much.
that can only last for so many more episodes.
He's getting too much power, so I'm already cutting his stem. I can't.
Yeah.
I can't have it. I will give my rose to. Oh my god, I'm gonna give my rose to John.
Oh, he's so
Who was
sweet.
so
Yeah,
sweet.
I had my eye on him from
Was
day
he in-
one.
I don't know if it was the second or third episode that he had his like moment where they're
Yeah.
sitting on the couch and they
Second
kiss.
one,
and
I
he was
think.
so sweet and nice, and I was like, "Where's this guy? Like, why don't we see more of him?"
He's
so I'm gonna
cute.
give my rose to John, and I will be looking forward to more in the future from
Yeah.
him.
I don't remember John at all.
He's a
I
cute
got my
guy.
eyes on
He
John.
looks like everybody
even
else, but he's a
from
cute guy.
our first
Okay.
episode.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. I am going to cut the stem of the earrings. Shocker.
Yep, shock.
They.
How
It
dare you.
really bothers
We knew
me.
that was gonna happen. Yeah.
And I'm going to give my rose to. It's tough because I'm really not liking anybody's moves right now.
Yeah. What about like Aaron?
Should I
B
go
or something?
opposite? You gave your rose to
He was all right.
Oppenheimer. I'll give my rose to Barbie.
Yeah.
You
There
know,
you go.
That's nice.
She really needs some recognition these days.
Yeah.
We don't see her anywhere.
Nobody's talking about it.
But
so.
really, I'm just gonna give my rose to the marketing behind this movie.
Yeah.
Has truly
Agreed.
nothing to do with this episode of it kind of does, but not
fits
totally
seamlessly in this.
Bachelorette adjacent.
It was
but-
perfect for this.
When I saw Simu pop up on the screen, I was like, "You have got to be kidding me! This is a fucking Barbie date." I thought Barbie. This movie is everywhere that you would think it would. It doesn't need the branded date on
Yeah.
the Bachelorette,
Yeah.
but it's everywhere. I mean, they got progressive commercials about
Oh,
the
yeah.
Barbie movie. I mean, it's
They
everywhere.
were
Damn
at
dream
the,
house.
they were at
I'd
the
love to
premiere.
visit it.
Yeah.
They were at the premiere.
Yeah.
Flo and what's his face?
Yep, I'll give the Barbie movie a rose because they are working overtime.
Has anyone
That's
had
fair.
a better career than Flo from Progressive?
No, that girl does.
All
has
she
it
had to
made.
do was
I wonder how much money she makes.
make commercials.
a lot.
Millionaire, right?
A lot?
Millionaire, for
Yeah.
sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She's up
the
there.
face
She's
of
up
the
there
brand.
with the with Danger.
Orbit, with Orbit girl.
No.
Danger.
The
Oh, I love him.
Rodney
Danger.
Dangerfield?
The
No.
What? Oh,
what's his name? What's his
Allstate.
no?
Yeah, because he's. I don't know what his
Or
actual
is it
name
all? It is Allstate.
It is Allstate, where he's like.
Really?
The
he's
guy
like,
with the great voice.
I'm about to drive.
Yeah, but
my
what is he
car
calling?
through the
Does
front
he
of the
call
house,
himself Danger?
and I don't have any insurance.
Am I making that up?
I love him. That's his name. Yeah, his name is Danger.
Yeah, but I think
as
Flo beats him.
I think Flo has been around longer.
Flo
so
is
that would
like-
help.
He makes more. He's made more money. Mayhem.
That's it.
Mayhem.
Well, but he's an actor also. Like Flo maybe is too.
Yeah.
He's in a
I mean,
John Wick movie.
Yeah, like he's like an established. I forget his.
I mean,
actual
Flo
name.
just walks around Earth just doing these commercials for
Yeah.
years now, and it's just Flo from Progressive and like just makes bank.
Yeah.
Apparently, he makes $3 to
And
$4
she's
million a year and has a net worth of around $20 million.
Yeah, because he's a real actor
Wow.
on the
Mayhem.
side. What is Flo's net worth? I'm dying to know. Dying to know.
What
But
a
you're right
show.
about this. About the Barbie. Oh, I knew it was gonna be a Barbie date the minute that the card said something like
Ken.
blah 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 Ken, like yeah, something
you fall in love or
Ken
something.
spelled Ken. I was like, this is about to be a Barbie sponsored fucking date.
According to
and I
Celebrity
knew it.
Net Worth, her net worth is $6 million. I personally struggle with celebrity net worth because I'm also worth like $5 million if you look me up, and that's just not true.
Damn, that must be nice.
That's
But
just
I feel like
not true.
she makes more. Like,
Yeah,
I think
right.
she's
Yeah.
worth. It says, and then it says, how much does Flo from Progressive make? According to reports, Courtney, who plays Flo, earns $1 million each year for her role.
Okay.
Yeah.
Wow.
That's damn good.
Yeah.
That's good living.
Okay, guys, I think that wraps it up.
I'm trying to look up my own net worth.
Yeah,
Sorry.
it's gone on
so
for
far, nothing is there.
quite some time, and it's been lovely to catch up with all of you.
Great to see
It
you
has
guys.
been lovely. Good to see everyone.
How are you feeling about the earrings? They hurt your ears now, or
They've got to by now.
I think I'm just
you forgot they're even
They're
there?
numb.
Yep,
now.
this is just my new life.
Just a
You're
part
gonna
of
have,
you.
You're gonna have spots. You're gonna have a little.
just part of you.
Little indents.
Okay,
Indents
everyone.
on your ears.
Thank you
Okay.
for tuning in to Cutting Stems. Thank you, Coors Light, and we will be back next week.